I mean, this is a political party that thinks gender is just a state of mind, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, we have trouble with moderate biological males. I mean, who is surprised about this? Yeah, I think Democratic Party elites like Obama and like others have been viciously attacking Donald Trump since 2016. And everything they've said about him is what they have always said about him. And I don't think it's particularly effective right now. I think their problem isn't attacking Trump. Their problem is finding reasons to give people to support Kamala Harris. This stop he made in this plea he's making to African-American men. I mean, he said today he insulted them. I mean, he, first of all, admits that they're not enthusiastic about her. He said, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president, and you're coming up with other alternatives and reasons for that. And I think one thing we've seen about Democrats over the years is that when they can't convince you to do something, they begin to insult you. Obama specifically, when he was having trouble with rural voters in Pennsylvania, go back all the way into his campaigns, he insulted them about their culture and values. I don't think it's helpful to insult a group of people who are already not enthusiastic about your campaign, but I think that's what he did today. The story tonight is they're struggling with men, Obama's insulting men, and they're out saying, well, let's fix it by sending Tim Walz out and hiring Mitt Romney. It's crazy to me.
I'm sorry, this is not a campaign strategy to name Mitt Romney the Secretary of State.
Are you agreeing?
I don't
This is a suggestion in a report.
Exactly. I don't think we should force any candidate to name who their cabinet is prior to even winning. I think they should be out there talking to voters.
I totally agree with that.
See?
Wow.
Complete agreement
Scott
with that.
Giddings, Ashley Allison agreeing.
All right, we're back. What's up, guys? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe, because you know I'm hurting out here. All right, let's get into this.
And the reason some people think, well, I don't know, I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did. I had spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. So just in case everybody has a hazy memory, he didn't do nothing except those big tax cuts. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I've noticed this especially with some men who seem to think Trump's behavior, the bullying and the putting people down, is a sign of strength. And I am here to tell you that is not what real strength is. It never has been. Real strength is about working hard and carrying a heavy load without complaining. Real strength is about taking responsibility for your actions and telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength is about helping people who need it and standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That is what we should want for our daughters and for our sons, and that is what I want to see in a president of the United States of America.
First of all, thank you, Obama, for admitting that Trump's economy was good. And I want to remind everybody that the only thing Obama did for anybody was the LGBT people, okay? Because he made LGBT marriage, or whatever you want to call it. He made that legal. We want to remind everybody about the banking crisis that Obama started. Remember when the bank foreclosures happened? He had to bail all the banks out then, just like Biden did in his term. Remember when we're not going to help the big billionaires. Oh, the big billionaires. Oh, screw those big billionaires. Oh, yeah. And who did they help? Who did they bail out? The billionaires. Yeah. He lied, I think, over like 45 times about Obamacare, telling people they could keep their health care. That was a huge, huge event. Like, this guy screwed people over that only a small percentage of people benefited from that Obamacare, and it was because the people that were paying a ton for their personal health care, they ended up having to foot the bill for people like on his Obamacare. So that's the only people that it helps. I mean, you can ask anybody like that's on some kind of program and I couldn't get my health insurance, wouldn't do this and that. So I got on Obamacare and they just took care of it. It's like, I don't shame people for needing health care and this and that to get whatever they need done. But it's just like it's communism. Other people have to pay for you to take care of you because you can't take care of yourself. And he wants to talk about economy and he didn't want to say jobs because he knows that under Trump, there was an increase of 400,000 manufacturing jobs during Trump's term. And they hadn't had an increase like that. They hadn't had an increase under Obama's term like that. So it was from Obama. Then Trump came in and those jobs came from Trump, not from Obama.
Communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. He's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
They've made it clear that they hate straight men. And I don't know why they lump black people, especially black men, into the LGBT whole agenda. They just automatically assume like this is how the victimhood thing works. Is like, okay, we're an oppressed class, right? So because you are an oppressed class, we're automatically together in this oppressed class. That's not how it works, man. And you only have to, if you believe that you're a victim, that's the only reason why you would even identify with something like that. And the majority of black men, as you can see, they're going conservative. They're voting Trump. They're switching to Republican. It's a large majority. I think we're going to see something crazy for this voter turnout. But it's like, who does he think he is, man? Thinks he can just shame black men like that? That's, I don't know, man. And then he tries to use the brothers. Bro, what did you do for black people when you were in office? What did you do? You did nothing. You didn't do anything for black people. Yo, this is offensive, dude. If I was black, I'd be offended. I'm offended and I'm white. Just watching this dude shaming them because they don't want to vote for a weak, lying woman. All she does is lie. And people are getting onto this. They're catching on to the fact that they won't stop lying about everything. Everything. Look at Tim Walz. We're going to make one on that guy, dude. Tim the Tampon Man Walz. Stay tuned for that one. Now he's going to go and try and shame black men because they don't want to vote for Kamala. They haven't drinking the Kamala Kool-Aid. Who the hell is he, dude? Like, why should they take advice from LGBT man? He doesn't have their best interests at heart. He only cares about doing things for gay marriage and gay guys. He says, she went to school. She went to school just like you, just like with you, because she went to HBCU. Bro, white people go there. Everybody goes there. It isn't like it's a historical black college. Doesn't mean it's just for black people. This is for people that don't know this kind of thing. They just think, and they don't even know what HBCU is. They're like, what is that? And now we're going to take a look at our queen over here, dude. Our queen is going to set Obama straight. She's going to tell him like it is. And that's what I like to see.
Governor Walz, according to Politico, is going to be going out on a men tour, literally a tour of media to appeal to men. They need to appeal to the needs of the voters. And so when I was a delegate for President Obama in both of his elections in Ohio, right now the vice president is down 11 points in Ohio, even though I fully expect President Trump to take Ohio as he did twice, but to be down 11 points compared to President Biden, that is a problem. But this other issue I want to bring up is a problem too. Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who, by and large, don't vote much differently from black women. And why? As a politician, we should be trying to get all voters to vote. And hopefully there are a few good men out there who do care about the stripping away of some of women's bodily autonomy. But this is wrong for President Obama. It is a wrong course for the Harris-Walz campaign to lay at the feet of black men when they have their reasons. In 2020, the vice president was labeled a cop, as we know.
But do you think, sorry to interrupt you, Nina, but do you think he's right that one of the reasons is because they don't like the idea of a woman?
It might be some listen, black men are socialized in the same society as any other man. So yes, is misogyny maybe a part of it? But again, is President Obama and is the Harris-Walz campaign going to lecture other male groups in the same way that they're lecturing
This is
black
not
men?
just about.
I don't think so.
It's not.
I hate this, like, this monolith. Oh, we're a monolith. We gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. If you gotta vote Democrat. All black people have to vote Democrat. Why? Why? What have they done for you? They have done nothing. Your schools are shit. Your areas are shit. Democrat ran cities, all rat shitholes. All ran into the ground. You pick one. Pick one. And I want you to take a look at how this racist, white, Dixiecrat, liberal woman, look at the contempt. Look at the contempt in her face as this black queen is telling her what's up with Obama to shut his mouth. Quit trying to shame black men. Look at this contempt that she has. She's disgusted by what she's saying. It's always these white liberals, man. They always think that they can tell black people what to do and how to think. They always do it. They always show their true colors. When a black person gives an opinion that they don't agree with, they're like, no, how can you say that? No, you have to be a Democrat. Why? Why do you have to be a Democrat? Now, I'm going to be honest here, and it's going to trigger people if anybody ever sees this, because I'm pretty sure this channel is going to get shadow banned quick. The reason why, I'll tell you the reason why men won't vote for a woman. Every time a woman is trying to run for a position of power, you all say, oh, she's a strong, independent woman. She's just as tough and strong as a man. She don't need no man. She don't need nobody. And then when men go, oh, okay, well, she's as tough and as strong as a man, well, then I'm going to treat you like one. I'm going to talk to you like a man. I'm going to just treat you like a man. And then when we start treating you like a man, you all start screaming, you can't treat her like that. She's a woman. How can you treat her like that? She's a woman. Okay. Well, then if I can't treat her like a man, then what? How is everybody else supposed to? I don't know. Like, what? Okay. Well, then I guess you're not fit to serve, because if you can't take a little bit of criticism, then you don't have tough, thick skin at all. And you're not fooling anybody. And if you're not as tough as a man, then I got to start treating you back like a woman. Like you need to be protected, like you need to be provided for, like, maybe you need some provision. That's how typically men are with women. But if you are a boss lady, if you're a boss babe, show me you're a boss babe. Show me you can take the criticism. Show me you're tough. And then when you prove that you are, and you start telling women, hey, stop telling them to stop criticizing me. I'm just like them. You'll never hear them ever say that, though, because it gives them the victimhood card to pull. It don't matter. It's the race card, then it's male or female, and then if they're gay or straight. oh, I'm gay, you can't touch me. Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll say whatever I want. You can fucking go fuck yourself.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough. I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women. I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it. I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win. What in the fuck is this parade of beta males, dude? These people are so clueless. Who's this ad supposed to appeal to? Like, just gay men that are saying they're real men? Like, I don't know. So I just thought that commercial was funny. Not much to talk about. It's pretty tone deaf, if you ask me. Like, they keep trying to do. Am I supposed to think that's funny? These people just look foolish. They just look stupid. Like, I don't know. If you like that, congratulations. But you played yourself on that one. So, everybody just like the channel, subscribe. Modern Menace here. All right, happy Friday, everybody. Have a good weekend.